While Atlanta and its surrounding areas are becoming more urbanized, agriculture still plays a very essential role in the economy of Georgia.
Yeah, that's why events like the recent Ag Expo in Cherokee County have become increasingly important as it helps spread ag education throughout the region. Damon Jones has the story.
When you think of Atlanta and the surrounding area, agriculture probably isn't the first industry that comes to mind. That's why events like the annual Cherokee County Ag Expo is so important, as it exposes the community to a number of different aspects of farming, an industry many people take for granted.
That's one thing we're all going to do is eat. I mean, so it's really, that's one thing that Farm Bureau tries to do is make people more knowledgeable or aware of how important agriculture is. I mean, that's, one of the main necessities in life is eating.
And it appears that agriculture awareness is spreading throughout the community as a number of smaller operations are popping up throughout the metro area. It's these beginners that are some of the people this event is trying to reach.
People are building little raised beds and they're growing maybe a tomato plant, and that's cool because they're getting an idea of how much work goes into this tomato plant, plus they're actually growing something for them to share with their family and everything, and that gives them a sense of pride too.
However, it's obvious that's not the main target audience. Between all the food, fun, and of course, furry animals, this was an ideal spot for the parents to bring their children. And while there were plenty of entertaining things for them to do, it also served as an educational opportunity.
It gives us a chance to expose some of the school children to a little bit of more of the farming activity than we get. We do a lot of day programs where the kids have a chance to come out, but this gets children and parents out to the presentation at the same time. We have so many of the kids that don't understand where their food comes from. They think it comes from supermarket and McDonald's, and they don't understand. There's no correlation to them as to what comes from the farm.
So as you can see, you walk around here, you'll see anything from bees to soap to produce, and of course my favorite, chocolate. It's that kind of diversity that makes this event so unique.
Even I didn't know that Cherokee had this much to offer. I mean, I didn't know, and I've lived here pretty much all my life, and I'm like, wow, we have that in Cherokee County, so that's good too,
While this is a great chance for producers and vendors to meet the public, it's also just as important for them to meet one another, as it helps create a sense of community and fellowship between the farmers.
I think it's good because it builds strength in the community. You kind of get to know your neighbor. Like I met one guy, and he don't live but probably 5 or 6 miles from me, and I didn't even know what he was doing. I didn't know nothing about it. So it kind of opens up new doors and avenues for different people and everything.
This event couldn't come together without all the hard work behind the scenes, as volunteers gathered up vendors, provided food, and set up more than 30 booths. However, they believe it was all worth the effort.
It takes a little bit of work, but I think it's well worth it in the long run to expose individuals to what goes on in agriculture, because many of them won't come out on the farm.
Reporting from Woodstock, I'm Damon Jones for the Georgia Farm Monitor.